Hi, my stamp friends. I've got another fun card for us to do today. This is a fall card. We're going to use embossing powder to make this. You can have it with a saying on it, or you can have it blank like that one was. This one I made with a thank you. So let me get my camera turned around and I will show you how to do it. Let's run through a few of the things that you're going to need. This is Cajun Craze cardstock, and it's measured at 3 7/8 by 1.5. The Whisper White cardstock, which is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. Cajun Craze layered piece, which is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And your base, which is 5.5 by 8.5. You will also need the Colorful Season stamp set, because we're going to use the leaf out of this stamp set. The Seasonal Layers Thinlits dies. There are 3 dies that you're going to need out of this set. It's the solid leaf, the large one and the small one, along with the detailed leaf. You're going to need the Petal Burst embossing folder, and we're going to use this on the front of the card. Then you will need your clear embossing powder, your embossing buddy, Versamark, and then 3 sponge daubers. For the inks, we're going to need Cajun Craze, pumpkin pie, and crushed curry. Then you will need the crushed curry ribbon. Then the other thing you are going to need is you're going to need your dimensionals, Tombow glue or adhesive, our Whisper White cardstock. We're going to use the embossing buddy on it to make sure we don't leave any fingerprints or marks. Then we're going to get our stamp and our Versamark. I'm just going to, let's see, I want to do this side first. Just stamp it in random places and random order. Last one, let's see, have it go like that. There's a spot right down here that I can see that needs something. Now, I do have some scrap cardstock, and all I'm going to do, you can also get a plastic container and do this. I just find the cardstock is just as easy. So just sprinkle your clear embossing powder. Get my little tool here. Before I heat emboss that, we're going to put our embossing powder back. Now we'll get our heat emboss tool. We'll heat emboss this. Whoops. Now that I'm done heat embossing this, now we're going to get our ink. Let's open all of them. Cajun Craze. I start with the lightest color, so Daffodil Delight, and I'm just going to put it random spots. Maybe a little bit right there. That looks good to me. Now we're going to get our pumpkin pie, and we're going to do the same thing, just overlapping into that yellow just slightly, not too much, just slightly, in random places still. Then we're going to get our Cajun craze and we're going to do the same thing. Whoops, I just dabbed it in the wrong one. Just get it until you think it looks good. We're going to get our embossing folder and we're going to hurry and run this through the Big Shot. Just stick it in there. Let me grab my Big Shot. I guess I'll have to turn it this way. Run this through. So this part is all done. There's my magnetic plate. This will help keep the framelits in place as I cut these. We're going to use all 3 framelits when we cut this out. Oh, I need my bottom plate first. The layered piece, the 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. I'm just going to cut a leaf out because you're not going to see it anyway. So save some cardstock and put your leaf in the middle to cut it out. And then you're just going to cut out a big leaf. I'd put as many on here as I can to make it go through one pass. And where did my plate? Whoops. All right, we are done with that part. And to save a little bit of time, I've already got the other 2 ready to go, so I'll just put this leaf aside and use it later. I usually have a strip of magnet that I can put my framelits back on when I'm working so I don't lose them. I have lost a couple and it's not fun trying to find where I put them. And then when you pull your detailed leaf out, you're just going to punch out all the centers pieces so it's just got the outline part. There we have our little leaf already cut out. We're going to glue that down. So let's do that now. Then our next part, we're going to glue down our leaf ones. Depends on what side you like better. Put that side up. I want them more detailed up. Then we're going to take our ribbon. I just eyeball it and cut it. Snail. We'll put our bow on. And then I also go ahead and cut just a little bit to make that knot that I'm going to have right here. You can trim the edges of your ribbon. Now we're going to put our leaves on. So the yellow one is the background one. And so we're just going to put a couple of little glue dabs. Oh, there it is. Let's put it there. Then put that one there. Now we're going to get our dimensional. I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on this. And we're going to stick them right there. And then if you want a saying on your little one, if you have a saying that's that little, you can put it on there before you put it on your card. But I'm not going to put a saying on this one. So I'm just going to put it on. So I bend the little. Oh, it's looking cute. Now we need our Whisper White cardstock. Oh, looks like I got ink on that, so that's going to be where I'm going to put that panel. Then nobody will know my mistake. Then I have a friend who always says, there is no mistake in paper crafting. Look, just covered that right up. See, there it is. There is our card.